Hello again, and welcome back to the Glasgow South Model Tram and Rail Group workshops. I haven't been doing workshops for a few months now, but I have still been working away. Into our club, somebody handed in some Metcalfe buildings. I used to be a fan of Metcalfe stuff, but as I've expressed before, a lot of the time I find that the inside of the building is just a cardboard shell. Some of them were pretty down in the mouth, if you know what I mean. They needed some tender care. And so I said, well, okay, we'll see what we can do with them. The chimneys were just the cardboard empty inside, and trying to put chimney pots into that, so I filled them up with layers of card. To a certain extent it worked, but it'd been better if it'd been plywood, because when you go to try to drill in to let the chimney pots in, the cardboard doesn't really take too kindly to it. As well as that, I decided to try and put some interiors into them. Now I've got one here that I've done. I don't know if I can zoom the camera in, maybe. See, there we are. There we are. This one here, as you can see from the side, is a dentist surgery. Now, what is it? Yes, it is that one. Obviously, for a dentist surgery, you need kind of frosted glass on the windows, so you don't see in what's happening. But I didn't know how to go about this, and I came across, went out the messages, and we got some cheese slices, and in between each slice was a wee bit of a square of opaque plastic. It is plastic, but it's no. And I decided to try this, and so I cut a bit out to fit these two windows, and lo and behold, using this glue and glaze, I managed. It was a kind of glossy surface, so I wasn't sure how it was going to take, but it took no problem, and it's a kind of semi. You can still see through it, but it's better than it would have been otherwise. As well as that, I always think that the Metcalfe stuff is a wee bit. I'm going to put it. The cardboard's too thin, so I decided to put in 1mm card and make interiors for them. So there's the result. I've still got this shop to do, which is going to be a butcher shop. One of the other things I noticed on a lot of shops and houses, that the curtains are right up against the window. Now you don't see that. That's not a fact in real life. So what I did was I put the windows in. I took the windows out altogether because they were all upside down. Whoever had built the kit had put them up the window, the sash windows upside down. So I took them out and I put in new windows. As you can see, these are windows I put in, and these other ones here are just the ones you get with it. I put them back in, and then I got a 1mm bit of card, and I cut the windows openings out, and then I put the wallpaper in, and then I put the curtains on the inside of the wallpaper, so it gives the impression that the curtains are back from the window, and when the light hits it you can actually see the shadow of the window on the curtains, and it's wee bits like that that just make the detail what it should be. So that's that one. I've got other ones that I've been doing. Here's another shop that I've, as you can see from that one, the windows are different now. Another thing that I saw on one of the Model Railway Facebook pages was that when you light up buildings, the actual building itself, the window itself, sorry, you can see the colour of the window through. It's translucent, even with black. Now, I had this problem as well, and what I did was, you've got to go into your printer settings, and there should be, we go to advanced printer settings, and you'll probably find there's a setting for density. What's the other one? Density, and I can't remember what the other one is. It will come to me. And if you increase the density, obviously it makes the window more dense, the framework of the window. That's annoying me now. As well as that, you've got a brightness and you've got saturation. That was the other one, saturation. Obviously it again increases the amount of ink that is on the window. But I found using those two, along with brightness, if you turn the brightness down a wee bit, and you can also alter the contrast, although the window's still coloured, you don't see the light through it. I'm going to have to try and see if I can demonstrate this. I don't know if I can. I've got this light here, but I don't know if I can get it to. I'll see if I can zoom in again. No, it's not going to do what I want it to do. It does work. Don't get me wrong. It does work. Because I've used it, and as I say, the internal of that one, I've got the curtains in, I've got the wallpaper in. I've not done this one yet, and I've got the floor in of that shop, and I've also got another shop here to do. So there it is. That's the internal of that one. So these kits, they're okay. They're okay, but I prefer scale scenes or smart models. I'm just after buying a large terraced house from my smart models, and on the front of it, it's got bay windows, and I'm going to try and build it without the bay windows, so that we can. They've got walls and wee gardens in front of it. We do our own gardens and things like that. It's also got an extension out the back, which I don't want to build the extension out the back, so I'll have to modify the back wall with brick paper to make it look as though the windows and everything are fine. I've got another building here. There's another Metcalfe kit that we've done, and it's got the Smart Models chimney pots on the top of it. I have started to do an internal alteration to this. Still got the floors to put in. Again, this one's got the white windows that you get with it in, but the curtains have been set back again from the window. Let me see if I can. There is a wee better view of it. You can see how the curtains are set back from the window. So these are things we've been doing in the background, and I hope that this helps you. As I say, I've still to put the floors into this, which is still a wee bit of work to do. Also, if you notice here, you've got the LED flashing down one side of the roof. I've still got the other one to do on the other side, and I've also got the lead flashing down the side of the chimney. That was another thing I did. I'd never done that before, and I did put on the one of the Facebook pages that I wasn't sure if it was accurate or not. And this chap came back and he says, well, he says, as far as I'm concerned, it's accurate, because he says, I'm a building surveyor and it looks okay to me. So that's good enough for me. So from this wee sketch we've done, this wee workshop, I hope this has helped you with the saturation and the density settings on your printer, and your brightness and your contrast can, when you print your windows onto clear sheet, that can make it so that when you do light up your buildings, it doesn't show through the window frame. So thanks for being with us once again, and we'll catch up with you later. Hello again, friends. I was trying to show you the coloured windows that were shown through, and here is what I mean. As you can see, the coloured windows are translucent. This is a sheet that's been done in the normal settings, so you can see the problem you've got with that. Now I don't have one that's been modified, but I'll go and print one off just to let you see the comparison between one and the other. Back short. Okay folks, we're back again, and I've printed off two sheets. This is the first one. This is at normal settings. So you can see from that you can practically see through most of the windows. Now we'll show you the one with the contrast changed. The one that this one here, you'll still see through that, but the other ones you'll probably get away with. See if I can zoom in a wee bit on that. Bearing in mind this is a very bright light, whereas an LED inside a building probably won't be as bright as that. So you can change the brightness of the windows to move this lamp out the way. There we are. You can change the brightness and the contrast, saturation. I can't remember, the saturation was one of them. Density, that was the other one. You can do that, you can change it. So hopefully this helps you out a wee bit. Experiment with your printer settings, and I'm quite sure you can make improvements on what you were doing before. Okay, catch you later.